Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. The year of our Lord 2024. Life keeps going. Everybody's bandwagoning Fallout right now because the show was a huge success. And I am not mad about that because hopefully that will lead to some more Fallout games. I know it's going to be 2030 before we can even think about getting a new one. But I'm happy nonetheless. Do we have anything to fix broken bones? Usually the answer is no. Unlucky. Gotta work with what we got, I guess. Let's double check what we're doing here. Optional, rescue Eddie. Track down Ulysses in his temple. I definitely want to rescue Eddie. Occupation 5 out of... Meditation 6 out of 10. Boardroom Alpha 1. Go ahead and disengage that lock. Pre-war spring outfit. That looks fancy. Oh, lunchbox. These mines might come in handy if I can carry them.
This one looks pretty tough.
That's not good, and that's not what I wanted to happen. Well then. I tried to get fancy, and all I really needed to do was pull out this gun. Need a key. Oops, didn't mean to do that. iBot maintenance reports. Pod 1 inactive, unoccupied. Power diverted to iBot synthesis pod and main launch chamber. Pod 2 active, occupied. Estimated iBot damage 0%. Pod 3 inactive. Okay. iBot's maintenance security system activated. Yes.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Alert. Non-combatants are advised to leave the area. Security problems. Lethal force may be used without warning. Alert.
That's something to reduce weapon spray. Rebound.
Status report. Green. All systems within acceptable operating parameters. Weapon status. Engaged.
Fighting over. Time to fight. Cessation of hostilities complete.
Come on, Eddie. Must have been an override function piggybacked on that broadcast. That's what pulled you here. Are you okay? What happened? You look like you finally found home. An override frequency? So what, Ulysses just called you here? Why would he do that? It wasn't to lure me here. Ulysses already knew I was coming. Whatever he's planning, he obviously wants you there. Come on. I'd hate to disappoint him. Eddie's giving you the enhanced sensors perk. Eddie, I have broken bones, brother. You wouldn't have happened to see a doctor's bag laying around, would you? Track down Ulysses in his temple. No more broken bones. Let's save. Once you ascend this elevator, you cannot return until you end this. If you have anything else you want to do before going ahead, take care of it now. Requires key.
Your city, Vegas, lies in the other direction, with the rest of its slaves. Or is it just you, Courier, without the lights and ghosts? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
I still don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You've answered your own question, and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the Divide to life, Courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East. And you brought the West in that package, destroyed it all, nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath, a place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
What happened at the Divide, what I did, was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The Divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
You blame me for the Divide, then let me answer for it, not everybody else.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
So what, you intend to bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. Without NCR to support it, Vegas will fall to the Legion. That grave of lights, back to dust and ghosts, as was meant. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the Divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
Even if you have no faith in Vegas, I do, and my actions have proven it.
Your actions have carried strength. More importantly, not for House, but for the families on the Strip. If the ghosts of Vegas have come from behind their wall to speak for the West, I'll hear their words. If you believe that Vegas does not deserve to die as the bear does, then answer me why.
Oh, I can't pop. I have a magazine, I think, that would allow me to pass this check. Should I reload and try to pass the check? Oh, man. Vegas earned its right to survive. Its people don't deserve what's about to happen.
No, your answer is not enough. They deserve what comes. Vegas is born of the corrupt, the blind, lost that gather to it. Without them, it would fall a dark. You believe, yet you have been blinded by the wrong symbol. Let its light give you what strength it can. Today marks its end.
You've wasted enough of my time. Get ready to die.
I'll finish history's work. If the divide couldn't kill you, perhaps these spears of the old world can. Let's end this, Courier. You and I, here with the old world flag as witness.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
I'm out of ammo.
Does that feel better?
That's what you wish.
Come all this way to die alone.
Ah! Okay. Well, maybe now that gives us an opportunity to unarmed repair, survival, speech.
You're sick.
You told me once I gave life to the divide. I can do it again, and I can give life to Vegas.
History has proven this. Our history. And you think that you have the strength enough to hold up NCR long enough that Vegas may live again. Even if you speak for Vegas and its ghosts, nothing you can do can prevent the missile's launch. Convincing me changes nothing.
Even if the missiles launch and I die here, if I can convince you, that's enough for me.
It is enough. It may be. that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the divide. You have spoken truly. There is a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people. Yet it may not matter. The divide still stands against us.
The divide? What do you mean?
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the divide.
Guess we're gonna have to.
They come for us, east and west alike.
Time to fight. Was that all? Uh-oh.
You've shown fear, but not enough. Watch the floor. Minds, tactics, there.
Was that all? Uh-oh.
They return. Mercy killings. Let them rest.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Glory for savagery.
Just go ahead and leave that at 90. Heavy armor. Recycling. That'd be cool.
If we're done here, let's leave the divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you about Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
How do I cancel the launch? This terminal is already engaged and its countdown sequence in the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch the missiles immediately. Attempt to cancel. Redirect the missiles to target Kaisar's territory. Those guys are monsters. So, we're gonna do that. This will launch Ulysses' missile against targets in the lands east of Colorado controlled by Caesar's Legion, raining nuclear fire down on its cities and its tribes. Are you sure you want to continue? Why'd I have to say cities and tribes? We're gonna just try to cancel it. The abort code is encrypted with an incredibly advanced pre-war military encryption sequence. You'd have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it. Ask Eddie for help.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
Eddie's gotta sacrifice himself to stop it? No, Eddie. I won't let you sacrifice yourself like this. There has to be another way. Oh, the choices, man. Forget it, the Legion has us coming. War never changes.
Do you like me?
The divide erupted in fire as the flame trail of the two couriers' last message arced into the sky. Missiles fell on the east, and the Legion encampment at Drywells, where the Twisted Hares had allied, and been betrayed by Wulpus and Caesar. Legion soldiers died, their silhouettes blasted into the ground and earth. The last word of the last of the Twisted Hares. It was an ending to things, a way of erasing the road that had led to this point and the history that had walked with it. Hopeville burned lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The Courier had been the end of his road. As for the Courier, He turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Your merciless nuclear assault on Caesar's Legion has devastated the lands east of the Colorado and reached even the borders of the Mojave. At Cottonwood Cove, you can now take a journey by river to the site of Dry Wells, a devastated Legion encampment. Be prepared, the area is highly irradiated and infested with Legion ghouls. You've also unlocked the Scourge of the East perk, allowing you to put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the NCR for breaking the back of Caesar's Legion, but you lose reputation with Caesar's Legion. Enough news of your good works has been passed around that people like you. The NCR likes me. I like the NCR better than Caesar, though. Carry weight goes up with this. Melee attacks. That's probably the best bet. Said he left something for me. Courier Duster. Oh, glory. Oh, my goodness. Ulysses' final message.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word. This message and all that lies with it. It is for you, Courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs stand at Hoover Dam.
Okay, I'll go away.
Got our gear on now, brother. Been a while since we've been out here. North Vegas Square. Kind of missed this part of the world though. These DLCs, you get sucked up in them. It's like a whole nother game. Where am I heading? I don't have a shovel again.
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's rising star, ain't you? You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's non-competes are pretty rigid.
Tell me more about the job.
The job is simple. Help us get this caravan into Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25 caps per day. Half up front, half on return. You'll get a bonus if we make it into Zion, plus another bonus if we reach New Canaan. Oh, one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua Graham to anyone. Anyone.
Who is Joshua Graham and why shouldn't I talk about him?
Just don't. It makes the new Canaanites powerful uncomfortable, and it scares the britches off the tribals. Don't talk about the Burn Man either while you're at it. Trust me on this one. It's for your own good.
Tell me more about Happy Trails Caravan Company.
We're a smaller company out of Sacktown, up in the northern part of the NCR. We run some business through New Reno. They're on the Little Loop. Had a nice run to Salt Lake City too, but then we lost contact with New Canaan, and that went all to hell.
Sounds like Happy Trails isn't in the best financial shape.
You ain't wrong. Losing the Salt Lake City run really stung us. If we can't re-establish contact with this run, we'll be in real trouble.
What can you tell me about New Canaan?
Don't know much about the place, but I can tell you about the people. The New Canaanites were some kind of religious group from before the war. They control the old city of Ogden, a ways north of Zion, and they got themselves a nice defensible mission in the canyon itself. Or they did. They trade a fair bit with the tribes in Zion. Well, the ones that don't try to kill them anyways.
You know anything about their religion?
I ain't a praying man myself. They paid for their goods and dealt square with us. That's all I ever cared about. But don't think that just because they're religious, that they're pacifists. They take care of their own, and they're damn fine marksmen, too.
You don't know what happened to their mission?
Nope. Hence this caravan. If we don't make contact with the new Canaanites, Happy Trails might as well just shrivel up and die.
Why can't you get to Salt Lake?
Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the old I-80, or up through Ogden. The highway's too risky. NCR's rangers are so busy here in the Mojave, they don't have the manpower to keep the raiders off. Ogden's just too far. We'd lose more in travel expenses than we'd ever earn.
Had some other questions.
Shoot.
I'm ready to go, brother.
I bet you are. But you ain't going nowhere loaded down like a pack Brahmin.
Strong bag. Not only could I carry my own gear, I could carry yours, his, and one of your Brahmins.
Huh. I do believe you could.
I'm ready to go.
I bet you are. But you ain't going nowhere loaded
Come
down
on,
like
man.
a pack Brahmin.
Alright, I'll come back when I'm carrying less than 100.
There's a chest over yonder. You can store your extra in that. It'll be safe as can be until you get back.
Chest over yonder. There's 59 damage. Just need MF cells. And 9 mil. Kinda want that weapon though. Old, not Old Glory, Red Glare rocket launcher. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna, since this is the start of a new one, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. As always, shouts out to the patrons. It's $1 a month to get your name featured in the credits of all of my videos and at the end of my live streams. You also get access to exclusive Discord channels. Your streams will post automatically to the Discord. And you get access to the Minecraft servers. Until next week, gang.